If you want to find out how to survive high school, keep on watching. I have basically gone through high school in all senses, relationships, classes, clubs. I've had the whole deal, and I can say I'm pretty experienced with this. I have a lot of advice to tell you. School is starting soon. Stress is coming up. I'm stressed myself. My first tip is when you're gonna pick your classes, think about like, is it gonna be too hard for me? Do I enjoy this or not? Like, set your priorities. Like, I know it's really early on, like what you want to study or whatever. Like, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, an artist, or this and that, explore. Like, your freshman year is like your year where you need to like pick and choose. Like, do I enjoy drawing? Do I enjoy math? And like, you want to have a little bit of everything, have a taste of things. So you don't want to pick like a class that is too hard. Like, I know there's regular, advanced, ACE this, AP that. Don't take APs on your freshman year. Please do not do that. Like, literally just have like a relaxed year in a way where you focus on learning how the system works, making friends, making connections with people. I would recommend you taking classes that are challenging but not too challenging, where you can't have any outdoor activities like clubs, sports, things like that. I have my list here, but then the next thing I want to talk about is joining clubs. I've talked to multiple people that are dedicated to getting people into colleges that are really high in like, what's the word, competition, and you need to work really hard to get into. But like, there was this student that I remember, she had like a bunch of APs, like since freshman till senior year. Her scores were super high, her grades were super good. Enjoy this or not. Like, set your priorities. Like, I know it's really early on, like what you want to study or whatever. Like, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, an artist, or this and that, explore. Like, you want to have a little bit of everything, have a taste of things. You don't want to pick like a class that is too hard. Like, I know there's regular, advanced, ACE this, AP that. Don't take APs on your freshman year. Please do not do that. Like, have like a relaxed year in a way where you focus on learning how the system works, making friends, making connections with people. I would recommend you taking classes that are challenging but not too challenging, where you can't have any outdoor activities like clubs, sports, things like that. I have my list here. Just joining clubs. I've talked to multiple people that are dedicated to getting people into colleges that are really high in competition, and you need to work really hard to get into. There was this student that I remember, she had like a bunch of APs, like since freshman till senior year. Her scores were super high, her grades were super good, but she didn't join any sports, she didn't join any clubs, she didn't do anything outside school except school. Like, she wasn't accepted into like many colleges because she was just focused on school, school, school. Colleges actually look for a variety of things, consistency. You really want to pick a class that does language. You want to stick to a language for at least 2 years, because schools, colleges, they focus on what classes you're taking consistently, because they want to see that consistency in you, because that makes sure that you're going to continue in school and you're going to end up graduating, and then you're going to continue with them, and you know, so on, so on. Joining a club also gives you the opportunity to make friends and get close with your teachers and have fun, relax a little bit, because school itself is stressful and you want to take a break sometimes here and there because you don't want to fatigue yourself. And I've been there. It's not easy, because then you don't have any motivation to do anything and you just want to sleep and eat and then repeat. I've been someone that has always wanted like a lot of friends. I love talking. That's why I have a YouTube channel, because I like to talk. My thing is jingling too much. You don't need a large friend group, honestly. Like, I've had my fair share of things, but at the end of the day, like, it's always these few people that, you know, they're like actually genuine friends that have stuck with you from so long. All my friends, they have nothing to do with middle school, elementary, like those are out the window, because I don't have good experience with those. Like, the friends that I made, like, it was because of like group projects in my classes. Like, my two best friends, I met them in freshman year, one in history class, and the other one in English class. And I'm still friends with them. They're so nice, they're genuine. And another thing I want to talk about is don't dedicate all your time to one friend in specific. I made this mistake with, I considered her my best friend, like she was like my sister basically, but I would always spend time with her. I would always talk to her. I would always do things with her. And then one day, out of the blue, she decided to just drop me, turn her back on me, and like never talk to me again. And then I kind of was just like, uh-oh, I got no friends anymore. But later on, friends did come, because you don't want to close your eyes and just see one view. You want to see everything, because you will realize there's a lot of people out there. That also goes into relationships. Don't get into a relationship unless you know the person very well. I got into actually 2 relationships. They didn't end up well. One, it was twice with the same guy, and then another one was just during the summer between that same guy. Don't do that, please, okay? It was really bad, okay? Not recommended. Guys, they just want one thing in specific, if you know what I mean, because they're very immature and they're just like want to have fun and whatever. But if you're thinking the guy's gonna treat you like a princess, yes, there's guys that are like that, but that's why you really want to know the person. Like, you want to like take your time to get to know the person. Be friends first, like please. Like, don't get into a relationship right away, because I know you're in high school, you're excited, oh my gosh, I can have like a boyfriend, there's so many guys,
oh that guy's cute, that guy's like that.
Please settle down. Actually like talk to yourself and be like, do I actually really like this person? Because in my case, I didn't really like the person and they treated me really bad, so I stuck with that relationship for way too long, longer than I wanted. Second time around, got cheated on, yay! But that's beside the point. You learn that there's like, it's actually real, like what they say, that like honeymoon phase. Like, I used to be like, nah, that's not honeymoon phase, I'm like outside the box now. They will literally pretend that they're away and they act differently. But of course, there's outliers and they actually act how they act like normal. That's why I'm telling you, be friends with them first, because literally that's the only way to see if you're making the right decision, and that gives you enough time to see if your feelings are actually true and it's just not like the excitement of there's a guy interested in me, there's a guy that looks cute and is interested in me, or there's a guy that's interested in me in general, or I just want to have a boyfriend because everybody else is having a boyfriend and I want to fit in the group. You're gonna have to learn to not fit in the group, because you're gonna have to get used to being the outsider, because like in high school there's a lot of different groups and you don't have to just follow one set of group. You need to find your whole little group. It's like having your niche. You need to be yourself. Also, when you go to school, bring a sweater, because it gets cold sometimes and then you're like freezing and you can't concentrate and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm freezing. Why did I wear this? Wear something comfortable as well. Like, you don't have to go like looking like you're going to bed, but like dress comfortably. Like I'm like one of the people that like love to overdress to school. Like, honestly, there's days where I'm like, why did I wear these pants? They're so uncomfortable, and like that's all I'm thinking about. Also, bring an umbrella. Please bring an umbrella, because sometimes it just rains and you're just like wet and you're freezing the whole day in school. You want to stay organized. Oh my gosh, that is so important. Like, I am someone that is super organized. My brother, not so much. And he struggled in time management sometimes. I'm someone that likes to plan things to the T. Like, you don't have to do that, but have your homework set out. Like, if your teacher's like, your homework today is 3 pages, blah, 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 blah. Write an essay on this and this and this. Write it down and then put the due date. Because that's a lot of things, like that's literally the main thing people forget, right? The due date, that's the most important thing. Cause like, yeah, you know you have to do this, but like when you need to do it, right? I like to do things like the day that it's assigned, I like to do it. I don't like to procrastinate. That's the biggest advice I can give you. Do not procrastinate, because if you procrastinate, you're gonna keep on doing it, keep on doing it. You're never gonna do it until last minute, and then you're like, oh my gosh, all-nighter time. Don't do that. Those people that do all-nighters, all due respect, I'm being so for real. Like, get your sleep, please. That is so important, because if you get your sleep, your brain is functioning, you're not tired, you're not falling asleep, you're gonna get screamed at if you fall asleep, or you're gonna get kicked out of the class or cursed at, because here in high school, teachers will curse at you. It hurts your feelings sometimes. When you are doing your homework, I know it can get overwhelming sometimes because you have so many classes, so many homework assignments, and you're just like, which one do I start with? Start with the smallest one first, because it will get you into the mood of doing homework and working, and you'll feel motivated because like each time you check something off, you're like, I'm getting closer to the end, I'm getting closer to the end. Take little breaks here and there. Not every assignment, but like when you feel like you're slowing down a little bit, take a break, set aside, look outside, look out the window, take a little walk, and then come back and keep on working. Keep on that grind. But something that helps a lot to me is making a list of my homework, starting with the one that's due the quickest and then the one that's the smallest. Just go down from there, and it feels so satisfying checking it off, and then it gives you motivation to keep on continuing because you're like, I'm almost done, I can keep on doing this, I can keep on doing this. Don't stress too much. Like, honestly, stress is your biggest enemy when it comes to school. You don't want to like let that overtake you. You need to enjoy your high school life. Like, I learned this pretty early on actually. Life is very short. You need to enjoy it as much as possible, like every small moment, because you're genuinely very blessed to have a life where you don't need to stress about health. Like, health is so important. You need to focus on having fun, enjoying your high school life, because you're gonna go to college, and college is like the serious thing. That's where you really need to lock in. High school is like your time to explore. See if you like medicine. I know there's schools, my school has it, where there's like a medicine club, like a medicine class, then a lawyer's side, and engineering, interior design, things like that. And you want to explore. Make sure to take like an art class, like any type of art class. Take it, see if you like it or not. Maybe that's the route you want to take in college. And don't think that the way you want to go in college is stupid. Like, if you want to be a chef, go for it. I love cooking myself. That's your thing, go for it. If you like to be an artist, go for it. If you want to be an engineer, go for it. It's what you truly enjoy. Don't do it because other people are doing it. I felt peer pressured, like when choosing my classes. Like, my friends are taking one more AP than me. Should I take another one? Cause like, I don't know, I feel like I should. I focused myself in like, I want to have a well-rounded little like schedule, resume for when I submit it to college. I want to join this club that I really want to join because I want to go through the medicine route. So I want to join a medicine club and like focus in that club, try to become an officer, do as much as you can, but with a well-rounded thing. Like, get your hard classes, but let like your breaks, like have some space for clubs and things you're interested in. Join a school sport, like those are fun. You get a lot of like engagement with people and friends. Like, just be very active and social, and even if you're not, you can try. Like, there's a bunch of clubs. Like, my school has millions and millions of clubs. I'm sure there's a club for people that are shy. I should join that one. Really just enjoy it and ground yourself. If you see a guy you like, be friends with him. And if he wants to push things really quick, then slow it down. Trust me, you're not going to regret taking things slow. You're actually going to enjoy it more. Take each day by the day. Don't be like, but next week I don't know if I will have this much homework or this much things. This week, what do I have to do? Okay, I'm gonna do that and stick to that. I hope you guys like that. I'm gonna try to see if I can do like a little video on like what's in my bag here and this. Try to upload it as soon as possible. And if you want, you can go check out my shorts because I've been posting there a little bit more often, and that would be really helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.